Hello folks, my name's Savannah and you're watching Nerdy Cat 96. This is the second time I'm filming this video, so the audio better sound freaking great this time. So I haven't been doing the reading that I planned to do lately. It's just been really busy and I had to finish writing a bunch of stories for my creative writing class. So you will still see the book reviews, videos that I was planning to make later in the week. Okay, let's start with the classics shelf. So on every single one of my shelves, got some tools for hanging up bookish decor. On every one of my shelves, the top shelves are the books that I have read and the bottom shelves are the books that I have not. So here we are with some classics that I have read and a few more, but these ones that I haven't. Clockwork Orange all by himself. This is a reading area that I enjoy a lot. And I like to call it the cupboard under the stairs because my library is in my basement. This is actually supposed to be a storage closet, and yeah, it's very Harry Potter-esque because it's just this space underneath the stairs and I love it a lot. This is my little end table. Right now the books that are piled up on it down here are books that I am currently planning to read next month. But that could change because I don't want to set my TBR in stone until I make the August wrap up and September TBR video. But here I obviously decorated. Most of this is like bookish related stuff, but I've also got some like photos and like birthday cards, and I love photo booths, as you can see. And I love fairy lights. And I've got some more decor on this side. And here's my chair. And I've got my blue fuzzy rug so that my bare feet can be comforted as I read in this chair. Over here is a gross looking area, but it's where I keep all my filming equipment. So these are my banners. I've got my Ravenclaw banner and my House Targaryen banner. I got them both on Amazon. This is my YA contemporary shelf. As you can see, I have a lot of stuffed animals. So these are books that I have read. Here is a Alice in Wonderland teacup thing that I created in my high school ceramics class. I love to decorate with my crappy pieces of art that I've made. So I read all of these 3 shelves, and then the bottom shelves, as I stated before, are books that I have not read. More stuffed animals on the top, and then this is the historical fiction shelf. So this is the only shelf of things that I have read, and this little elephant came from India, and I actually bought it in India. I visited there on a missions trip. So yeah, I haven't read any of these books or these books or these 2 books. This is a candle that I bought in Hawaii, and you probably can never read it, but it says High Priestess Luna, pause to reflect, PAWS. And then this shelf on the bottom is my husband's only shelf in this whole library, but it is all his books. Even more stuffed animals. And this is my science fiction shelf. So I've read all of these books and these 2 books, and I haven't gotten to these or these. This is probably my favorite shelf. This is my red fantasy shelf. So this entire bookshelf is fantasy that I have read, aside from 6 books or something. As you can see, this is my Harry Potter shelf up here. I have a lot of Harry Potter decor. This is from a game that I found at Salvation Army that didn't have all the pieces, so I just kept some of them. This is my wand. It is not anyone's particular wand. It's just a wand that I bought from this place that Matthew and I were originally going to have our wedding. It had a little gift shop and there was a Harry Potter section in it, so that was really cool. I made this container of Floo powder from stuff that I found at the Dollar Tree. There is a stuffed animal of Hedwig, and then there are Ron and Hermione, and this is a doe, a little doe figurine, which is what my Patronus is according to Pottermore.com, and then here is a Fantastic Beasts luggage tag. And then I've got my Harry Potter balloon that I got from like Walmart for $1 a long time ago, and my time turner that I found at the Salvation Army, which is just really cool and random. And I can't believe that someone would ever give that away. And then this is my Gryffindor scarf, and this is where I put all of my bookish pins. And then I've got my Cassandra Clare shelf. So the only books that I have not read on this shelf are the Bane Chronicles and the Dark Artifices series. I haven't started it because I didn't want to have to like wait forever for Queen of Air and Darkness to come out. This is a wedding gift, or was a wedding gift from Willow Tree. My mom got it for me. And then I have another one on my Sarah J. Maas shelf. These are all of Sarah J. Maas's books, and I have read all of them. This shelf is just a bunch of fantasy from different authors, but I have read it all. And then this shelf on the bottom is mostly a Rick Riordan shelf, and also spillover from fantasy that I have read. So eventually I'm going to have to reorganize these shelves, I think, and start stacking books in more creative ways, because I've read a lot of fantasy. And then here is Annabeth's necklace that I actually made myself. I painted each individual bead according to how they were described in the book, and then I put this ring on because she had her dad's class ring on her necklace. Then over here we have my fantasy shelf of books that I haven't read. So if you can tell, these are double stacked. So now I will undouble stack them so that you can see all of the books that I haven't read that I own. Then we've got all of these books. And these books. These are all a bunch of the Tamara Pierce books that I had just bought. And then got these books. These books. And then these books all the way at the bottom. We have a split shelf, so these are just a bunch of random cat books because, as you know, I am obsessed with cats, apparently. This is the paw print of a cat that I had growing up. This is a figurine that I painted to kind of look like that same cat. This is another glass cat figurine, and this is a collar that my cat growing up had. This is a Narnia coffee mug. It's really cool. It has a map of Narnia on it. These are all of my Adventure Time books. I am kind of obsessed with that show. And then the rest of the shelf is my nostalgia shelf, which just means these are all books that I really enjoyed reading as a child. And then we've got a Sarah J. Maas tea towel down here. This is my self-help / nonfiction shelf. So I've read these and these, but not these, or these, or these. And then I have like bags for trash and paper towel over here, just in case things get messy or I spill my tea or something. Here's my pillow collection. So this is one of those sparkly pillows that the sequins are different colored, and you can like swipe them in different directions to make different patterns. I did have the Deathly Hallows symbol drawn on there, but I think I pressed my back up against it. It just turned it into an entirely purple triangle. And then there's a cat pillow, and the cat is sitting on a stack of books that are popular titles, but they've been turned into like cat titles. So you've got the Kitty Games instead of the Hunger Games, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Throne of Cats, and Percy Jackson, and The Cat Thief. And then in the middle, we've got my big giant Harry Potter pillow. And then Sarah J. Maas quote, "The world will be saved and remade by dreamers." And that's a quote from Empire of Storms. And then we've got a Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children quote, "I used to dream about escaping my ordinary life, but my life was never ordinary. I had simply failed to notice how extraordinary it was." And then another sparkle pillow. So all of these 4 bookish pillows in the middle I got from Redbubble. I also got this giant Sarah J. Maas tapestry from Redbubble. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just buy a lot of stuff from there because I am a huge fangirl. So this one says, "The stag, the lord of the north, so the people of Terrasen will always know how to find their way home. So they can look up at the sky no matter where they are and know Terrasen is forever with them." And then I've got my wall of like bookish art and posters and stuff. And then that's just a random birthday card in the middle that my brother gave me, but I thought it was cute. Here are some coffee table books that didn't fit in the nonfiction bookshelf. And then we've got a vase, another vase with a bunch of monster faces on it that I made in high school ceramics class. And then I've got my poetry shelf, which only has 2 books on it. I haven't read either of them. I've read some of Edgar Allan Poe's stuff in the past, but I have not sat down and read all of it. Another empty shelf for more poetry books. My short story anthologies. So I've read all of these, and I've read those 2, but I haven't read this one. I just ran out of space on this shelf of short story anthologies that I haven't read yet. Here are some stuffed animals that I won at Dave & Buster's. And then this is my mystery thriller shelf. So I've only read 3 mystery/thrillers. The rest of these I have not read. I've got this shelf, and this shelf, a lot of Jeanette Ivanovich, and then this shelf. And all this crap down here is stuff that I use to plan and make videos, and then underneath my laptop is the rest of my TBR pile for this month. We've got the adult contemporary shelf. So I've read all of these books and all of these books. This is a quote from Dumbledore. It's in all of my intros. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy. This is just one of those boards that you can like push different letters and stuff in. It's really cool. I might change it eventually, but right now I really enjoy this quote. Here are books that I haven't read. More books that I haven't read. More stuffed animals. This is my paranormal/horror shelf. So as you can see, I definitely got into the vampire and werewolf phase that everyone got into in 2008. And then a lot of these are books I've read more recently. And then I haven't read any of these. And then here is another Alice in Wonderland ceramic piece that I did in high school. That's supposed to be the Cheshire Cat. But the black colored glaze, for some reason I thought was pink, and it did not turn out that way, so it just looks really weird, like a negative picture of the Cheshire Cat or something. And then, last but not least, I have my Harry Potter light switch plate that says Lumos and Nox, which, if you didn't know, those are the spells to turn on and off the light on the end of your wand. So, that's all that I have to show you. That was my whole library. I really hope that was enjoyable for you, and I really hope that the microphone worked this time. Because I just took another 20 minutes refilming that whole thing, so I hope it doesn't sound awful again. So thank you so much for watching. I make videos every Wednesday. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my username is @nerdycat1996, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just nerdycat96, just like the YouTube channel. And then if you want to check out my Goodreads, I will leave the link in the description because the URL is too long and complicated, so I'm not going to put it up on here. Hopefully, the cats and I will see you next week, but probably a bunch of times this week. So, okay, bye.